So Gervonta Tank Davis has been seen in the video in the best shape of his life. He looks shredded, ripped, and ready to go for his upcoming fight versus Frank Martin. Okay, I believe that fight is going to take place in Houston, Texas on June 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. In this video, I want to talk about how Gervonta Tank Davis, it looks like he's in the best shape. He looks focused, and also the fact that Gervonta Tank Davis is a very smart fighter, and I believe other professionals as well as Austin Trout believe so. And I want to play some of the video and get right into it right here on the channel. But before I do so, I want to welcome everybody back. Welcome to the channel. This is your boy Get a Mic. This is Jim Boxing, and if you're new to the channel, I invite you to subscribe, hit the bell icon, like the video, all of that good stuff. Now, as you guys can see, Gervonta Tank Davis has been shown, looks like he's been training. He looks like he's in the best shape of his life. And in my personal opinion, I believe he has to be in the best shape of his life coming up in this fight coming up, because Frank Martin, in my personal opinion, is always in the best shape. He looks like he's just looks like a body, almost like a personal trainer, man. The dude just stays ripped up, jacked up, triceps, biceps. And in my personal opinion, is if Tank is gonna come out successful versus this Frank Martin fighter, he's gonna have to be in the best shape of his life. He's gonna have to be smart. He's gonna have to put on a complete performance, because in my personal opinion, Frank Martin is a smart fighter. Now, do I believe Frank Martin is particularly ready for this particular type of stage and this particular type of fight? I don't. I think a lot of people don't think he's quite ready. I think I seen a video, I believe it was who was it? I believe it was Terrence Crawford's trainer, Bomac, and they was asking him how does he feel about, you know, Frank Martin getting in there with Tank Davis. And a lot of people, including Bomac, believes that he's a little bit too green for this type of a stage. He probably shouldn't take this kind of a fight, but you know, it is what it is. If he believes he's ready, you know what I'm saying, and this could also catapult him in the public eye as well. Getting in there on such a big stage with Tank Davis, you know, it will, you know, get a lot of eyes on him. And if he, you know, puts up a good performance, even if he loses, it can still help out his career. But do I think, you know, Frank Martin his fighting style is a little bit tailor-made for Gervonta Davis? I think it kind of is, because he's not really aggressive. He don't really come forward so seriously. He's not, you know what I mean, he's kind of more of a calm type of a technical kind of a boxer. So I think it could be good for Gervonta to get in there with boxers that's a little bit more slick, you know what I'm saying, in preparation for some of the other guys that we look to see him against in the future. Guys like Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson maybe one day. So there's a lot of other guys out there that's big names, that's pretty slick and pretty good at what they do. And in my personal opinion, I think this is a good, you know, another stepping stone type of a fight for Gervonta Davis, man. But in the ring, I believe Gervonta Davis is a very smart fighter. I think he knows exactly what to do in there at certain times when he come up against certain types of fighters and adversity and stuff like that. I want to play a little bit of this video. It's YSM Sports Media, so y'all go subscribe and show support to them. I just want to kind of look at a little bit of what Trout said and give my thoughts and commentary on it. So let's get into it.
I think Tank Davis got this one. The only reason is because of experience. Tank has been on the big stage numerous times. In fact, Tank don't fight unless he's on the big stage now. This is going to be Frank's kind of first taste at that big stage. And also, I don't think Tank's fights that he doesn't know that he can take, you know, that he can win. And I think Tank sees something in Frank Martin that he can exploit and expose. And if Frank Martin is not able to shut down the noise and the lights and just, you know, make his adjustments, people don't give Tank the credit. He's a very smart fighter. Like he sees something happen, it don't happen again. Well, he got a plan for it. He got a contingency plan for that. So I got Tank on that fight. Frank's a good fighter though. You know, he can surprise a lot of people.
Yo, I hear fight.
Shout out to Austin Trout. Heck of a career he's had. Very, very qualified to speak on these type of topics. And I have to agree with him on that. I do believe Tank Davis is a very smart fighter. I think over time he's gotten even smarter. We know when he was younger, he was knocking everybody out, which he's still knocking people out, but he was knocking guys out, vicious uppercuts, you know what I'm saying, just taking care of business, doing it in grand fashion. And I think as he's gotten a little bit older, I think he's approaching 28, 29 years old. As he's getting a little bit older, you can start to see some of the traits that he's learned from Mayweather and some of the other boxers and things of that nature, the other veterans. You can kind of see he's basically taking on a more smarter approach to go along with his knockout power and his viciousness, okay? You see him slipping punches. You see him counter punching. I mean, he's just doing it all nowadays, man. And I think, one of the things that he talked about was how Gervonta Davis is a very smart fighter, how you'll see him analyzing the way some of these guys are doing what they're doing, and whatever he sees them doing, he'll make adjustments to it, and he won't allow that to happen again. He'll let you do one thing, and then he'll see that you have a pattern of the way you throw your shots, and he'll make adjustments and counterpunch you. And he's knocked out a lot of guys like that. I think when he knocked out Ryan Garcia, he was paying attention to what he was doing. He was able to make adjustments and hit it with a clean body shot. When he knocked out Leo Santa Cruz, he was paying attention to the way he was shooting his shots and the little twitch thing that Leo be doing. And he was waiting, just constantly waiting for the perfect opportunity for him to shoot his shot. And then he threw that uppercut underneath and put Leo to sleep. So in my personal opinion, I think, what Austin Trout is talking about in this video, I think he's spot on. I think he's, he knows what he's seeing when he look at Tank Davis. I think Tank is getting a lot better now. And I think he should come out victorious versus Frank Martin, in my personal opinion. I don't think Frank Martin is ready. I think he'll put up a decent fight. But I think Tank Davis will ultimately either win on the cards, unanimous decision, but it could be a stoppage too. You can never rule out Gervonta Tank Davis knocking somebody out, because we know his type of power, his accuracy, and just the timing that we've seen from Tank over and over and over again is absolutely true. So let's get into the rest of this video. We're going to give our final thoughts, and we're going to get up out of here.
Figures say that's been on your level. Like, there's a difference when you get up there. Like, what's the difference? Is it the lights? Like what's the differences in the stages?
So, I mean, and we've all seen it. Like, you see some guys that sparring, they could probably whoop Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? Like, they have the talent for that. But then as soon as they get, they don't have to do the big stages. Any lights, they freeze up. I think it's called like performance anxiety or something like that. Performance endurance, something like that. Well, there's levels to that as well. You got a guy who he'll whoop you in sparring, he'll whoop you on the local level. He will even whoop you on a bigger level. But when you get to that finish line, the MGM, you know what I'm saying, the Madison Square Garden, sometimes it's just too much. Sometimes, it's not even the pressure that everyone's putting on you. It's the pressure you're putting on yourself. Like, I gotta be perfect, I gotta perform, this is it, you know what I mean? Some people can thrive under that, some people break down.
And I agree with that, absolutely. I agree with that. I think when it comes down to Gervonta Davis, we've seen him start to become a cash cow of boxing, somebody that's a renowned star, somebody that brings out all of the celebrities, somebody that's always on the bright lights pay-per-view every time you fight now. So in my personal opinion, we've seen this a lot with Floyd Mayweather, where a lot of fighters believe they can, they believe they can get to that stage and they can possibly beat Mayweather. But one of the things that ends up happening, and Floyd would always say this, under the bright lights is a different ball game. It's a different situation. It's a different fight when you get under the bright lights. And in this particular situation, we know Frank Martin is still an up-and-coming fighter. How will he, handle himself under this type of, stage? How does he handle himself on such a grand stage under the bright lights with a guy that's really trying to take your head off, man? So it remains to be seen, but I think that's something that a lot of fighters, they don't really understand until they really, really get in there to see. And I remember, I forget who exactly it was. It was a fighter, somebody that fought Floyd. And you guys can let me know down in the comment section if you remember who it was. But they would talk about how when they were in the ring with Floyd Mayweather, he was almost like his awareness was off the charts. His ability to just know exactly where everything is, and he everything Floyd would do in the ring would be for a specific reason. And he was just his awareness and just how into the zone he was, how in the moment he was under the bright lights, and how comfortable he was one thing that, you know, Floyd Mayweather had. And I think Gervonta Tank Davis also shows a lot of that, you know, a lot of that awareness, that star power, that it factor, you know what I'm saying? Just knowing that, you know, I'm the cash cow, I'm the guy, this is my arena, you know what I'm saying? Everybody coming here to see me. And I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna put on a spectacular performance. I'm gonna hit you often. I'm gonna frustrate you. I'm gonna counterpunch you, and you're just gonna be in my court for the most part. And I think that's one thing, that advantage that Gervonta is gonna have versus Frank Martin. And I think he'll come out victorious in that fight. But I just wanted to get in here, talk about this, give my thoughts on how in shape Gervonta looks, and the fact that we do believe Gervonta Tank Davis is a focused Gervonta Davis, and we believe that he's a very smart fighter for this upcoming fight. And I think him getting in shape is a big part of that. So I just wanted to drop my thoughts. Much love, peace, blessings to everybody checking into the channel. This your boy Get a Mic, and I'll holler at y'all in the next video. Yes, sir.
To this day. To this day. To this day.